for the land of the free and the home of the brave.
And an inspired rendition of our national anthem. Really getting warmed up here, just moments away. We'll be back right after this.
I'ma need you to back up. I'ma need you to back up. Yep. I'ma need you to back up. Spilling the tea, stirring the cup. I'ma need you to back up. I'ma need you to back up. Yep. I'm in the seven.
Greetings, everyone. You've got it live on Tuesday night coverage of the NBA on 2K Sports. Alongside Doris Burke and Greg Anthony, this is Kevin Harlan. And on the sidelines, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. DA, it's all yours.
Well, for a team that has the unbridled ambition of the Golden State Warriors, moving to San Francisco is fitting. A city whose fortunes have risen astronomically in this era of new technology. Now in Oakland, the Warriors were comfortable and successful in an arena that they had played in since the late 60s. But for a franchise that aspires to be light years ahead of the competition, moving to a billion-dollar stadium seemed obvious. Kevin?
Oakland has been a wonderful home for the Warriors, but we know San Francisco will be too. Thanks, DA. So the opening lineup for the Suns. We've got Booker, smooth out there with Ayton. Then there's Davis, and it's Wells in at the 1 spot. And for the Warriors, Curry and Klay, the Splash Brothers, in the backcourt. Addis one out there with T, and it's Chan in at the center. We're looking forward to the center matchup tonight, Doris. What do you expect to see from these guys inside?
Well, I think there's a requisite physicality in there, certainly. At the same time, there are greater demands on big men, Kevin, than we have ever seen before. Yes, they have to be rim protectors. Yes, they have to control the paint. But now those bigs are asked to defend in space, to guard on the perimeter. Kevin, you know this. That's a tall task.
Now, here's Wells. Davis, the pass to Smooth. Good D by James.
Well, and you know, you can't impact a shot that close any better than he did on that possession.
Boy, whether he blocks it or simply alters it, the result is pretty much the same.
The pass to Smooth. Davis with it. Pass to Wells. Shoots over Curry. And it's off the back rim, no good.
And it didn't fall, but that's the kind of shot they want their offense to create.
You know, it can be frustrating when you make the right play and fail to reap the rewards. You just have to stay with it here.
Now here's James. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
That's his first personal foul.
And one thing that's been plaguing the Suns for years, undisciplined play.
Greg, I think that shows up most typically in your bottom of the league in turnovers and personal fouls, both categories 7 years running. When you're at a competitive disadvantage in terms of talent and experience, you can't afford to make those mistakes.
And he makes the first. And both free throws, good for James.
Well, this guy has multiple ways to get to the free throw line, and boy, has his stroke been on the money.
Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Now here's Booker, and there's the call on Klay Thompson. That is his first foul of the game.
That's his first personal foul.
So it's Phoenix now. 4-point game. Clock at 6. Davis, the pass to Ayton. fires again, and it's good on the way in.
Well, you love the persistence on the offensive glass. All about effort right now. I don't think it's possible to overstate just how revolutionary a player Steph Curry is because of the way he has changed the spacing on the floor. Never before have we seen a player who shapeshifts the defense like Steph does. And that is because once he crosses half court, you better guard him.
Second chance shot. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
Yeah, way to play in attack mode and get to the line.
The Suns shooting their first free throws of the game right now.
Yeah, a year ago, though, Kevin, 78% conversion rate from the free throw line. So that's a nice all-around effort.
The free throw drops for Wells. And with the way Doris, defenses have to adjust for Curry. It just leaves so much more space for the rest of the team.
I think coaches, Kevin, because of Steph Curry's presence, they have got to change their defensive schemes, account for spaces on the floor that traditionally you wouldn't have to account for. That puts Steph Curry in a class of his own.
The Warriors have gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. A minute 50 left in the first quarter. Passes it to Battister. From past the arc. And that's good. Steph Curry for 3. Curry's got his second bucket of the night.
Well, efficiency is everything, right? So far in this one, this guy has been on the money.
And first time out of the game called for Phoenix.
Trying to snap them out of this little slump.
Just feels like the basket is looking awfully small to them right now. They're having a hard time getting anything to fall.
On the floor. Phoenix making some changes. 1:32 left in the first quarter of the game. Outside Arenas. That shot no good. Warriors leading by 7. Maverick passes to Doc. Some nice passing by Golden State here. Pass to Poole. And blocked. That one goes careening off the glass. 3-on-3. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up. The Suns have been perfect at the line so far, albeit just 2 for 2.
2 shots.
First free throw is good. And Richardson drops them both.
This is what makes him a challenge to stop. He will beat you from the floor, and he can also get you from the line.
Here's Maverick. Oh, and there's the alley-oop. That shot off the mark.
And he saw the play develop, but the pass just wasn't there.
It was a really good thought for sure, but the lob has got to be better than that.
Richardson, no luck. Warriors leading by 5. And the pass to the product. Here's Maverick. Shoots from 12 and misses it off the right side of the rim. Now Arenas still looking for his first bucket in this one. Just 4 to shoot. Here's Dub, and it's good. But hold on, the officials may want to look at that one on the replay monitor. And indeed, they're going to look at it again. They need to be certain he beat the buzzer.
And the replay center out in Secaucus delivering the footage. And guys, it sure looks like the shot left his hands just a moment too late.
And they're keeping the call as is. It was close, but he had not released it before the clock had expired.
Yeah, still better safe than sorry. I think they did the right thing to take another look at it. And if it's so close that you can't tell by the naked eye, might as well go to the slow-mo.
And that does it for the first quarter. Warriors ahead, up by 5. And the second quarter will be on the way when we come back. All the great Golden State Warrior scorers, Draymond Green spoke about feeding the hot hand.
I think there are times where one of the guys needs to take more shots, and sometimes where we can be a little bit too unselfish. You know, if one guy thinks, hey, man, I'm taking too many shots, let me get someone else involved. But if you got it going, we all want you to shoot.
Yeah, why not? Green knows that, Greg, if you're in the zone, keep firing.
And with his unselfishness and vision, Green, more often than not, is the one setting the table.
And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter of action so far. And the Warriors, guys, what jumps out to you in this game, stance-wise?
What we saw in that first quarter, they won their matchups defensively.
I think across the board, a number of guys have done a great job guarding multiple positions.
And a chance here presented by Gatorade to see who's on the floor. All fueled up and ready to go for the start of the second quarter. Setting the floor for the Suns. Dub is out there with Kelly Oubre. Then it's D. Then there's Richardson. And it's Arenas in at the point. It's stolen by Green. For the finish. And Green slams it in.
The instinct and mobility of Draymond Green. He makes a defensive play and finishes on the other end. Beautiful.
Quarter number 2 with just over a minute gone. Doris, you played, you've coached, you've broadcast, you've done it all in this business. How did you like to be coached when you were a player at the very top of your game?
Yeah, I think one of my favorite things were coaches who challenged me, those who would not allow me to accept the level I was currently at, those who wanted to push me and extend and expand my game. Listen, every player wants to be respected. Every player wants to feel valued. But the great ones to me, the LeBron James, the Kevin Durant, they want to be coached hard. They want you to push them to the greatest possible level they're capable of.
Great insight.
A slight advantage for them in the rebound department, but that oftentimes is all it takes.
We're now about 2 minutes into the second quarter, and it goes down 2 points. Mavericks got the lead up to 9 now for the Warriors. They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Pass to Dub. Now, here's Richardson. Shot clock at 5. The Warriors pull it in. Mavericks got his 5th rebound in this one. Here's Poole, and he could not get that one to go. Out of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
Warriors. Taking 2 shots.
The first one falls. Different look here for the Warriors. Kevon Looney is checked in for Maverick. James comes in for Green. Andrew Wiggins is checked in for the Prodigy. And Curry subbed in for Doc. So he hits 1 of 2 from the stripe. Suns trail by 10. Here's Smooth. He's now 1 for 2 with that bucket.
Guys, that's just really unstoppable. He poses a ton of matchup problems for whomever he's facing.
Here's the teardrop.
Outstanding shot blocker. DeAndre Ayton off his feet in a hurry to send it back.
This is it to Rosario. 55 seconds left in the first half. It's stolen by Curry. Shot from 12. Nice shot by James. And the Warriors lead by 10.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flames.
One thing I enjoy is watching players who don't pay attention to the score. You lock in on the moment and play the right way.
Here's Rosario. Here's Smooth. Bucket is good. Smooth's got his second basket of the night.
Well, that's not the guy you want guarding him at the rim. Just too much of a differential in terms of size.
Pass to Poole. Wiggins with it. Unloads from 13. And it's Golden State with another.
Well, there's that in-between game, right? Wiggins silky smooth from the start.
Now here's Booker. Tight defense on him. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact.
Yeah, the defender all over.
The Suns shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game. Free throw, no good.
Well, you love guys who are efficient, reliable free throw shooters. Devin Booker is not the guy you want to send to the free throw line.
And he sinks the second. Just 4 seconds left in the first half of basketball. Here's Curry with the 3, and no luck with that time on the buzzer beater. And so it's the Golden State Warriors in control with the 9-point lead to end the quarter. Their defense has been active and effective. And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thanks, Kevin. Joined here by Steve Kerr. Coach, great offense from your guys in the first half. What got you the lead?
I started calling some great plays for Steph Curry.
That's why you're the coach of the year, Steve. Thanks. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David. And we'll be back after halftime as the third quarter gets underway.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello again, folks. Ernie Johnson here with Kenny the Jet Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. It's the NBA on 2K Sports, and let's talk the first half. Golden State found themselves in a close game in the first. At the end of one, they were able to end up with a 5-point lead. Well, for the Warriors, Shaq, what are your thoughts on Golden State?
Well, who would have thought they'd be leading at halftime? I didn't. They were big underdogs coming in. They played up to the level of their competition. If you thought they'd be intimidated by this matchup, think again. They definitely can't relax, though. We're going to have a fight on our hands all the way.
Kenny, your take on Phoenix?
Well, they need to generate more points in the paint. The defense knew all along that they were going to shoot that jump shot every time down the court. There was no diversity in their offense. No one was able to figure out different things that they were doing. Very predictable offense, and I think that was the difference.
Thanks for joining us, folks. We're now just a few minutes away from the start of the third quarter.
And we hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. We're halfway through the game. Curry with a strong contribution so far in this one.
And even with the defense shading towards him on every trip down, he still finds a way to come up big.
Well, he knows they're coming for him, but he's accustomed to that kind of attention, and he's quite comfortable dealing with it.
And for those of you just tuning in, thanks for being with us. The second half of this game still to play. Curry and Klay, the Splash Brothers, in the backcourt. T is out there with baddest one, and it's Chan in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. That's Steve Kerr's 5 as we get into the second half.
Never easy to stop this guy at the rim, but that is a beautiful contest right there.
And Doris, for as great as Klay Thompson is with his shooting and his scoring, you have to acknowledge his terrific defense as well.
Kevin, he is elite on the defensive end of the floor. For Klay Thompson, he's tall enough, he's long enough, he's got exceptional feet, exceptional length, incredible discipline, stick-to-itiveness. Any defensive quality you could hope for, Klay Thompson has it.
Okay, well, let's go down to David Aldridge for a report from the sideline.
Well, guys, one of the things that the NBA has been forward-thinking about is always accepting new ideas. And they've got a bunch of them on the table in recent weeks. A mid-season tournament, a postseason play-in tournament, maybe even reducing the 82-game regular season schedule. Now, all of these would be very bold moves, but Commissioner Adam Silver has always demonstrated a willingness to think outside the box. Kevin?
DA, great assessment, good report, thank you so much. There's the pass to Smooth. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
Yeah, he just punched the ticket on that one. That'll get the job done.
Powerful two-hand jam. Curry passes to James. Buries it down low. Dubs got the lead up to 11 now for the Warriors.
And this is what we've come to expect from this guy, right? Not only making a ton of shots, but being efficient while doing so.
And the Suns call time. Boris, if I were to ask you right now in the league, who has the most unstoppable shot, who would you tell me?
You know what's interesting, Kevin, is I wonder if in the long view of history, James Harden's step-back three will become sort of an identifiable shot with him, the way the sky hook was with Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. Right?
Yes.
Like, you wonder, does that become a signature play for James? It certainly is something that's darn near impossible to stop right now.
Checked in for Dub. Green comes in for James. The prodigy, he's checked in for baddest one. And it's Doc in for Steph Curry. And Thompson sends it back.
We know that Thompson is an excellent defender. He does such a good job timing shots for those rejections.
Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. And you see Klay back out on the court. Can't help but think of him going down with that torn ACL in the final.
And Klay showed exactly how tough a player he is. Stayed in to hit his free throws, asked to stay in the game, and became an instant legend even in that losing effort. How about the heart?
First free throw is good.
You can see the bind a defender is in when trying to check Klay Thompson. He's a lights-out shooter, which means you have to close. But the other thing is you don't want to foul him too much, guys, because he's a knockdown free throw shooter, too.
No good on the second free throw. Suns trail by 12. Here's Arenas, and it's denied. They retain possession. Another shot, and the nice bucket inside from Richardson.
Yeah, coach's pet peeve there. No box out.
And to me, Greg, this is a common theme that's running through the league right now. Guys looking to leak out rather than box out.
Back to Thompson. The 10-footer finds the target. And the Warriors lead by 12.
Thompson's so quick to pull the trigger. As soon as the ball hits his hands, he is ready to fire.
Dub the pass to Arenas. Nailed from three-point land. Arenas has got 5 points so far.
It works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
It takes incredible effort to stay connected to the hip of the offensive player. You've got to want to work.
That's his first personal foul.
The Warriors shooting their 7th and 8th free throw attempts for the game right here.
And when you look at their numbers from a season ago, 80% as a unit, that's something you'll be happy with.
Two shots. Max on the first.
First one falls for it. Wiggins is checked in for Klay Thompson. And the Suns also making a change. Jay's checked in for D. He's perfect from the line this time. Suns trail by 11. 52 seconds left here in the third quarter. Arenas passes to Richardson. Lecrae. Shot clock reset for Phoenix. Here's Tubb, and denied. He sends it right off the glass. Looney's checked in for Golden State. Jay's checked in for Phoenix. A little under 2.5 minutes off the clock now here in the third. The 18-footer is right on the mark. Jay's got his first 2 points of the night.
Well, that possession to me highlights the importance of creating for your teammates.
Here's Wiggins. Oh, that's blocked. Pass to Dub. There's 18 seconds left in the third. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. The Suns have hit most of their free throws tonight, 5 of 6. He makes the first. And so he makes both from the line. Here's Wiggins. 17 seconds left in the third. There's the lob to the hoop. It's deflected. They blow the whistle just as he gets it off. That's 2 points with a chance for another one at the stripe.
How about battling through the impact there and then wheeling that basketball in?
The Warriors have shot 75% at the stripe, 6 of 8. Charity stripe shot. Here's Richardson. Oh, he blocked it and deflects off the backboard. And so it's the Golden State Warriors going into the break with a 10-point lead. A look at the field goal percentage numbers tells the story of what tough defense they're playing today. And we've got more NBA action on 2K Sports coming your way after this break. And with 3 quarters behind us, let's see what this 4th period holds in store for us. On the court now for the Suns, getting going here in the 4th. We've got Jay. Richardson is out there with Jay. Then there's Oubre. And it's Davis in at the small forward. Nice ball movement by Phoenix. Just 5 to shoot. In the corner, it's Oubre. Phoenix needs to get off a shot. Knocked away.
Got his hand out enough on that one to bother the three-point attempt. Great hustle on that one.
You know, we talk about this time and time again, trying to stay connected to shooters along the perimeter. Nicely done.
Oh, what terrific hustle. He's got a nose for the rebound.
Greg, he's ferocious when the ball goes up. Well, it's such an honor to be on this with you, and you were the first female to become a full-time NBA analyst. Breaking new ground in your life, personally, professionally. What would you tell young women who are graduating college, looking to get ahead in their career in what you've chosen?
Well, first and foremost, I've been very lucky, Kevin. The game of basketball has been a part of my life since I was 7. It's been a driving force. I love it. I would just tell young women, times are changing. Dream big. There's nothing that's impossible. And I'm so thankful to the NBA players and coaches who have just wrapped their arms around me from the time I entered this business. So kudos to those players who are part of the change, no question.
And hard work. I have seen you work. I have seen you prepare. No one prepares more. No one works harder than you.
Thanks, Gav.
Dubs checked in for Golden State. James comes in for the Prodigy. Andre Ayton's checked in for the Suns. Booker comes in for Kelly Oubre. Good on both.
This is as good as it gets from the charity stripe here in the second.
Warriors leading by 10. Curry on the wing. And he lobs it up toward the rim. Takes the alley-oop pass and dunks it down.
Well, wow. Kev, how about that fantastic look by Steph Curry? The ability to create and make the guys around him better.
Jay, the pass to Ayton. There's Rosario. Oh, and there's the one-handed jam.
Gives the team such a great element having a one guard who can get to the 10.
Certainly something every team wants to have.
Oh, you love it, Kevin. Fearless, aggressive, leading, no doubt whatsoever.
And the man has no heart, and that's poor defense for a team that has a long way to catch up.
Well, credit the offense, though. If you're going to come with casual defensive effort, this team's responsibility is to take advantage, and they do.
Yeah, and he had the D tangled up there with that patented crossover. Just couldn't convert the finish.
Here's Wiggins. Lays it up off the glass. And the Warriors lead by 15.
Boy, Kev, how about the quick jump and 7-foot wingspan of Wiggins? Just major advantage on the offensive glass.
Passes it to Davis. Only 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
No question he got bumped on that shot.
At the line for the Suns, Davis. At the line for two.
First one falls. The Warriors making a switch here. Thompson's checked in. Smooth checked in for Phoenix. Wells comes in for Jay. And he makes both free throws. A minute 50 left in the fourth quarter. Here's Curry. From deep. He can't get that one to fall. Down low. Ayton. And Ayton throws it down.
Well, Devin Booker is known as a scorer, but this guy will find you if you're open.
Curry finds Thompson. James right side. Now the pass to Battister. 5 to shoot. Thompson outside. Got a piece of it. And now it's Davis running. He can go all the way. Tries from 16. He gets it in there. Davis has got it back down to within single digits for the Suns.
He is just so tough to guard. He can fake you one way and then use that beautiful spin to just blow by you.
Here's Curry. 11 feet out and he hits it.
Guys, I think this is a game they have to feel good about as we wind through the final moments here in what looks to be a solid win for the Warriors.
In the end, they had a better shooting percentage, and that's what made the difference. Sometimes, things go your way. The other team wasn't catching any lucky breaks themselves.
Yeah, and Kevin, not all about luck. I thought their overall shot selection was better.
And when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game for Steph Curry.
No doubt he came to play tonight. This guy has been aggressive and effective.
I mean, even from over here, you could see that one pretty clearly.
Shooting for Phoenix. Smooth. 2 shots.
He drops the first one, and that brings them to within 10. He hits both from the stripe. 26 seconds left in the fourth. Kicks to Wiggins. Feeds it to Thompson. Over Carter, and it's Thompson that time on the assist by Wiggins. And the Warriors lead by 11.
And you can sense that these fans, these players, they are ready to celebrate.
Well, for all intents and purposes, this game is over. Just a matter of time here.
So we see the Warriors taking the game here. Even early on in this one, it seemed like they were happy to be playing at home tonight.
And it makes a big difference. And once they started to really play in rhythm, you never felt like they had any doubts as to whether or not they were going to win.
And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Hey, Kevin, thank you. Andrew, an impressive win for you guys. How will you look back on tonight?
I feel it was great, I think the whole team played great. We shared the ball, we grabbed rebounds, we made big possessions, so I think it was a great game.
Hey, Andrew, congrats again. Thanks for your time. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David. Great interview once again. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Doris Burke, David Aldridge, Greg Anthony, and the rest of our terrific 2K Sports crew, This is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. See you later.